Yeah, she's okay. She's gonna be out on Saturday, but she's doing all right.
Do you have any indication right now of how long she will be out?
No indication. Obviously, it's a good time because we have all week next week, so we'll take this opportunity just to get her treatment, get her healthy, get her back on the floor, and see what happens. I mean, it's the same thing. Long-term health and wellness is the most important thing.
Consider this precautionary? Like, is there any chance she could have played tomorrow? Was there a plan? How would you describe the decision?
Yeah, I mean, I just think that, again, we want her to be healthy, physically, mentally, emotionally, all the things. And, I think it's important to remember, again, when you've gone through injury and the traumatic aspect of injury, especially that she had last year, it's ups and downs, physically, mentally, emotionally, and making sure that she's 100% ready to go is the most important thing. And her taking care of that is priority for us.
A couple things to wrap up the last game. Did you hear from the league after your comments about how it was officiated and things of that nature?
I didn't hear from the league. I'm sure Amber probably heard from the league.
Did you get a fine?
I have no idea yet.
Okay. Did you think the follow-up from them about the flagrant turn suspension was a fair response to what happened?
Absolutely. I mean, I think the biggest thing for me is that we have to see it in real time. I mean, yes, I'm thankful that the league went back and used their ability to go back and to review it, but these are things that we can't miss in real time. We've got to be better. I think I'm pretty consistent in messaging that we need consistency in how not just how a game is officiated, but how players are officiated, and how Caitlin is officiated. And we need consistency in that, and we need to continue to hammer home that messaging. And I think that it's obviously one of the concerns of every coach in this league is consistency of officiating, and for us in particular, consistency for her. But I just, I'm disappointed that it wasn't recognized in real time, but I'm thankful that the league went back and did their due diligence.
Steph, you mentioned that the consistency's been a conversation from last year to this year. Do you feel like any strides in officiating have been made, or it's still a problem?
Yeah, I mean, certainly I feel like there are strides because they're calling more stuff. Freedom of movement has been a big point of emphasis for us. I do think it's better. I just think, again, and look, consistency is subjective. Like, I recognize that I'm a coach of the Fever, so I'm going to be biased towards the Fever. So certainly I recognize that. But at the same time, we want play types to be called the same way. And that's the messaging that we're going to continue to send to the league and continue to harp on with the officials.
With Caitlin out against Portland last time, you started ties. Is that something you're planning to do again, or switch up?
I think we're anticipating, starting Ty. We'll get opportunity to look at her today and practice and go from there.
Just with Caitlin out, just how does everyone else need to adjust, step up?
Yeah, I mean, I think everybody just needs to do a little bit more. Certainly you can't duplicate what Caitlin brings to the floor, and no one person is going to do that. So everybody just needs to give a little bit more, and we need to collectively elevate.
Mo's been more productive.